It amazes me that God does not look at my sins and failures the same way that I do. When I mess up, I feel horrible, guilty, and ashamed of myself. But I learned something about God's view of me, even when I mess up, from what happened at a St. Louis Cardinals baseball game on August 6th, 2004. That day was the first game that a man named Larry Walker ever played in a St. Louis Cardinals uniform. He'd been brought to our team for his outstanding offensive and defensive skills and to strengthen us for the playoffs. At his first at bat, both Larry and the best fans in baseball taught me an important lesson about God. Walker was called on to pinch hit with 2 on and 1 out in the 7th inning. The crowd rose to its feet to meet this future Hall of Famer and stayed standing throughout his entire at bat. They watched in anticipation and hope, totally excited and jazzed. And then he struck out. So, what happened next? Do you think they booed him off the field or yelled at him to go back to Colorado? No. They gave him another standing ovation. Can you believe it? In an interview after the game, Larry called it one of the most nervous at-bats he has ever experienced in his career. He said that after he got that ovation, even after striking out, he felt like he was supposed to wave to the crowd and say thanks. He found it amazing. And so do I. How often have you or I ever gotten a standing ovation for anything, much less a standing ovation after failing? At that game, the Cardinals fans reminded me of God. I believe that God is so happy to have me on his team that he's cheering me on every time I step up to the plate. Every time I wake up in the morning, go to work, and try to do what's right. God gives me a standing ovation just for showing up. He's thrilled to have me on his team. And if that were not enough, God cheers for me even when I fail. Now, of course, he does not applaud my mistakes. Not one Cardinal fan meant by his or her applause, "Hey Larry, keep striking out. That's what we want, dude." Of course not. What they meant is, "It's okay, brother. We love you, and we're glad you're on our team. And we have faith in you. You'll get them next time." Likewise, God does not rejoice in my sins, but he always loves me and is glad I'm on his team. He knows my potential, and he wants me to stay faithful. God knows I have the potential to be a clutch player, and he doesn't want me to give up. Yep, he gives me a standing ovation, even when I fail. Can you hear it in your heart? Listen carefully. God is giving you a standing ovation right now, just for stepping up to the plate. And he'll continue to do that even when you fail. He knows your potential.